So guys, I know that you like Psychic Idol videos, so I decided to make another one with the spells, so you will know which spells are the best and which builds are working really well together for different game modes. So we'll talk about that right now. Sup guys, it's Kosh, and yes, today we'll be talking about Psychic Idol again. And before we start, I would like you to do one little thing to support the channel, is to subscribe to it. More subs, the better. That way you can help to promote the video in the YouTube algorithms and help me to do more videos for you. So let's go. Basically, first things first, like it's really important in order to change your skill set. Like when you have different spells layouts, if you want to change those on the go and get the new builds and test them out, you want to go to chapter selection and go to the village. In the village, all your cooldowns are reset and you can switch those around, and you can also change the spells. Because when I was testing it out, I got really hard time going through the buffs, because buffs have really long cooldowns and I had to wait at the start of the stage for like 2 minutes, 10 minutes and such, while that will end, and that's not a good idea. So yeah, you go to the village and you build your spells there, you build your builds there. So it doesn't matter if you are a new player or you are experienced player. Like if you're end game, probably you don't need this guide, but if you're early game, I would like to advise you to do one thing early on, because most of the stuff will be based on that. You would like to buy a mileage superpowers at the end over here, either R rank or U rank, depending on what do you need more. I decided to go with the R rank superpower Ice Bullet because I heard in the chat that it's better. Maybe it's better to go for the laser, I don't know, but it's way more expensive though, so it will take you way longer to get it, and I couldn't get enough mileage points to get it anyway, so I can't tell you. But what's most important about that spell, that in the superpower screen here, you will get way higher received damage multiplier, so that will make you more tanky, you won't die that fast to the enemies, and that will help you to progress. So that spell, like Ice Bullets, will help you not to die because it's so end tier in comparison with what you have. So it will be way better than what you have beforehand, and you won't take that much damage. Now, for the spells. This is the set that I'm using right now for the pushing, because it have a lot of survivability bonuses. As you can see, I'm using the bullet superpower as my main damage spell. Then we have the survivability ones. I have the heal, because it allows me to recover a lot of health and don't die that fast at the later stages in order to push to the higher tiers to get that rank reward. I have the telekinesis spell that pushes the enemy away and don't let them get close to me as well, so that increases my survivability. I don't have any wide range spells because the enemies don't die to them that fast, and it's using up a lot of energy, and I can use heals after that, so I want survivability. So the progress is slower, but it's more reliable, let's put it like that. And I have two basic Amplify and Mortal Wound spells that will improve my attack, defense, and critical rate and critical effect. That will make me stronger. I tried Reflect, it didn't work out well. I tried to Regenerate, it doesn't matter because like the active time is just half the cooldown, so it doesn't work well. Regeneration, same stuff, so I decided to go with those. They help you to take out enemies faster. Moreover, well, yeah, you can get the... we were talking about the spells only. So, with this spell, I managed to go, like, for example, let's go to the latest stage I've got. So, with those spells, you will take a lot of damage, yes. But because of the healing and all those abilities, you will be able to properly destroy enemies and don't die. If you are dying, of course, you need to go to the growth and increase your attack, increase your defense, increase your HP recovery and all that. Maybe even more. Because that will help you not to die that easily, and well, yeah, that's the only way to go through that. But as you guys can see, even though the enemies are doing insane damage to me, I still can take them out one by one, and even if I die, the progression will be faster than using the other builds that I will show you right now. So this is the build I'm using for pushing, and it's usually working in order to progress. And just for some information, like my CP, my combat power is 21, and here, like, the required CP is 13. I can't get to the last stage because I don't have enough CP. So, yeah, it works for really hard stages. Now, guys, if you are going to farm enemies, if you're going to some stage that's easy for you, and you want to take out as many enemies as possible, same stuff, you get the bullet, of course, so you won't take extra damage. and then you get those same bonus, amplifying mortal wound, but instead of the telekinesis, you take blink, you don't take heal, you take blink only, and you take wide range spell electric shock and bleed zone. Those are really good. If you don't have the bleed zone yet, you can get fire ground, for example, or maybe ice storm. Those are really good AoE spells as well. But those things, they will allow you to do really good AoE damage. So let's go and test it out. So yeah, if you want to farm enemies, that's a way to go, because that will allow you to just decimate the enemies around you. Bam, one shot, they are dead. Bam, they are dead, and such. And you really need a lot of EP recovery in order to use this build, because it's reliant on you being able to use those AoE spells quite often. And it's really hard, because if you want to use that build, you would not want to get your EP upgrade too high, but you want your EP recovery to be high. You know what I mean? So you need this thing that will give you the recovery and a low EP. That way, since you're using percentage of EP, your flat EP bonus will be good enough for you to use those spells often. Alright. If you don't have enough EP, by the way, you can remove one of those and leave only one AoE spell. That will be good as well. You don't need all of those here. But that's just how it works. This is also good for your underground mall if you're not going at your highest floor. Like for example, if we'll try to go to step 23, we will most likely get our ass kicked here, because the enemies are really strong. And this AoE build won't be good, because as you can see, the enemies are just not dying to the AoE. So it's better to use single target spells at the hard levels of those labyrinth, and we'll compare the amount of resources we will gain from this one and from the AoE farm one. So let's see. Alright, the time is running out. We still managed to clear it. Yes, we will get what? 1.2k stuff. That's not good enough. And my max reward is 3000. So if we'll go lower, I don't know, something like 17. With this build, it should be way better, because the enemies are supposed to die to the AoE. Bam! So let's see how much of the rewards we will get here in comparison with the last one. Oh, we got the first build, not the second one. God damn it. We got the wrong build here. So we got 3.5k of those rewards using the, you know, single target build. Let's try the AoE build here now. So when we go to the battle here, we select the second set and enter, and let's see if we'll dent any more damage to the enemies, if that will be good enough. Bam, they're dead. That's good. You can also use manual controls here. That might be better option at times, because, you know, the enemies might be way too weak, and like instead of taking out 2 enemies with AoE, you might want to go into the enemy group somewhere here and use the spell here to take them out more. Come here, and by the end of the timer, use the spell. Come on. Oh my god, we didn't get enough time. So yeah, you can get even more damage like that. I haven't been playing for a while, so I'm a little bit rusty. But we got even higher reward, 3.9k right now. So as you can see, it's more efficient if you do it like that, instead of going to the highest floor, where you will do way less. You only need the highest floor in order to do the quest, to do the progression. Honestly, guys, I tried to find other builds using the reflect and all that, and it didn't work that well, so I decided not to give them to you right now. Maybe something like hyper focus will be a good buff as well, because it gives you all the stats, attack speed and movement speed, and it's pretty decent as well. But yeah, so far out of what we have here, you can upgrade the AoE spells later on and such, but that's the main area that we have over here. Those spells will help you out to push further, and at the late stage, like 10-18, Casualty is a really good spell to boost your AoE and spell damage, but come on, it's 10-18, we are not there yet. And yeah, overall, like, that's what I can advise to you, and upgrade your main spell quite often. That will give you more damage, you know, debuff, so you won't be taking that much damage. And like right now, I'm fighting the boss that I barely can fight, but I'm doing it successfully, and I will take him out, no problem. So that's how it works, guys. If you get the right build, you can progress no problem in this game. It will just take time and effort, and yeah, just be active, get those events, get all the rewards that you can, summon the right things as I said in the first guide, and you will be successful. So yeah guys, I hope this video was useful. If it was, don't forget to give it thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm and write something in the comments. Also subscribe to this channel if you haven't yet. If you like idle incremental games, this is the channel for you. And check the pinned comment and the video description for extra links. We have a lot of useful stuff over there. You can join the Discord, you can find other videos, other idle incremental game reviews, and yeah, a lot of useful stuff anyway. Thank you very much for watching guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a good one. See you in the next one. Stay on Kosh. Out. Bye.